Hey guys, it's Elizabeth, Finding Elizabeth, and this is another part in my dating post-weight loss surgery series that I'm doing. I originally think I said I was going to do 6 because I'd identified certain lessons that I wanted to talk about, but as more and more things come up, I'm just, I'm going to create a playlist of these. And this topic, although for me it's about dating, I think that it also relates to women who are married, who have had weight loss surgery, etc. But to me, it kind of falls under the dating category. Crystal Light Lemonade. No, but it is good. So I'm going to put this under the dating series. So I want to talk about like what my most recent mental mindfuck has been around, I guess indirectly, weight loss surgery. I don't have answers on this. I'm just sort of sharing my thoughts, and I'm curious to hear what you guys say about it. Because it's a new one. It's just amazing that 2.5 years post-op, new mental mindfucks keep showing up. Isn't that interesting? And I've heard other people talk about this in private conversations. Lauren Dayton talked about it a little bit in her, I think was her last update, about some of the things that were screwing with her. Hers was a little different as it related to plastics, but I think it's the same gist. And what I'm talking about is sexual objectification, really. I guess that's what I'm talking about. So, this was what I thought. Well, wow, this is an NSV, this thing that I was doing yesterday. So yesterday, something happened the night before that, I don't know, everything just kind of came crashing down on me, and I was sitting on my couch doing my morning prayer and meditation, and I was a little sad, and the music was a little sad, and I realized I was sitting on the couch sad and crying just a little bit because, and this is going to sound very narcissistic, but it doesn't mean to be, because too many boys wanted to have sex with me. Okay, that sounds ridiculous and silly, but it was so funny to me that, 4 years ago, would I have ever thought I would have been sitting on a couch crying about that? So that certainly has to be an NSV, right? But anyway, that's just sort of the joking take on it. But the idea behind it that was really messing with me yesterday, like pretty much all day, and today a little bit, but is this idea that as someone who had been overweight my entire life, and even when I wasn't, I thought I was, so that when I was, in my early 20s and weighed 145 pounds, I still thought I was huge. I feel thinner and more confident now at 50 and 200 pounds than I did then. But so I always, but then as I got older and after my son was born, really packed on weight to a maximum of 400 pounds. I spent my whole life having to sell myself, my personality, my brains, what I would do for people, all the internal things about myself. I did it in other relationships too, but in this, I'm speaking primarily about relationships with men. It's like I had to oversell that. I had to be the smartest, the funniest, the nicest, the would do everything for you-ist, whatever. And that's what I spent my whole life doing, to make the men who I had relationships with believe that I was worthy, even though obviously I didn't feel like I was. Okay, so now I'm 50. I've been dating for a year. I feel confident in my body. I feel attractive. And I just realized Tuesday night, coming back from LA, that, now I don't have to worry about that at all. I know, not every man, but I know that men are attracted to me, that I can go on a date every night if I wanted to, that the physical attraction is not an issue for me anymore. I've passed over that hurdle probably more effectively in my mind than anywhere else, and it's the, sort of confidence and knowledge in that I think I'm attractive that helps with that with men more than anything else. But so here's the thing. So that's dealt with. Check. For the first time in my life, I'm not worrying about that. I walk into a situation with a man, and I know for the most part he's going to find me attractive or sexy. But here's the thing. they don't give a shit about any of that other stuff. So all that, at least initially, I mean, I'm sure eventually and in relationships they do, but I have gone on, a lot of dates since Brian, and it really all comes down to the physical piece of this. And for whatever reason, I just kind of got that, and it really did not sit with me. Well, it made me really sad because, and I'm sure that women who don't have weight issues deal with this very early on because, I mean, the culture we live in is one where women are objectified. But I guess they learn this way earlier. And it just hit me the other night at 50. It's like, wow, none of these men, and truly these are, just like first dates or second dates or meeting people, initially, it's like, I really do think they could care less about who I am as a person. All they care about is what I look like. And that made me very sad yesterday. So I don't exactly know what I'm gonna do about that. But then the really fucked up part was it. So I spent all day like really sad about this and thinking about it, and going over my head and like, well, what does that mean about dating, and what does that mean about relationships going forward, and what does that mean about all this stuff. And then this morning, I have to go to LA. I'm feeling super cute in this dress. I don't know if I can show you a good picture. I can't. I can just show you the top. But anyway, it's a short dress. It's super cute. I've only worn it once before, and it was like in late April, and it was way tighter than it is now, which I don't understand since I am pretty much exactly the same way. But it's a short skirt, and I was wearing high heels, and it's a form-fitting dress. And I was walking into Starbucks on my way to LA, and this man is sitting having his coffee, and he goes, "That's a really great outfit." Okay, that made my day. So it's like, I want my cake and I want to eat it too. I want people to recognize that I'm attractive, but I also want them to have at least some desire to know who I am. Yeah, so that's my conundrum right now that I'm thinking about. And I was just surprised at how hard it hit me the other day. I don't know, maybe you guys have all realized this, but when sexual objectification in and of its own is an issue, but I think particularly when you take into account the, those of us who have been overweight forever and have not felt attractive and have not felt sexually objectified, I don't know, I thought before, it's like, oh yeah, that's a problem I wish I had. So, I don't know. Anyway, it's what I'm pondering, but here's the thing. Where we can talk about it is, number one, I'm really curious to hear what you guys think about it or have experienced as far as that goes. But number two is, I had a cancellation. Sorry, this is just not standing up the right way. I had a cancellation on the Naked Truth for October 30th. I was at lunch with my friend and colleague, Caroline Heldman, who is a researcher primarily on gender and politics, but she also has a book coming out about sexual objectification. So she was a really great person to talk to this about. And she and I happened to be going to a conference together on, not this coming weekend, but the following weekend. That's in Irvine. And I said, hey, this is I really do think that this is a topic that's relative to the weight loss surgery, that's pertinent to the weight loss surgery community. Would you be on the Naked Truth? And she said yes. So, and I'd already had a cancellation. Lisa VSG English was supposed to be on October 30th, but she's moving. So my friend and colleague, Dr. Caroline Heldman, whose TED Talk I will put below, who has a book coming out, I think it goes on sale the Black Friday or Thanksgiving weekend. That's what she's pushing for. As a book on sexual objectification, is going to come on, and we're going to talk about all this stuff as it relates to weight loss in women and all this stuff. It should be really interesting. So if you have questions about that, you can post them below. I'll also, put out teasers closer to that time. And she's also the one who's going to be helping me with my book. So anyway, that's what I have today. Would love to hear your thoughts. My mental mindfuck for this week. Talk to you later. Bye.